Hello, this is Stuart Sprague from Chicago, Illinois, and I'm going to talk about a study we did with PA21, a novel phosphate binder compared to sevelamer for controlling hyperphosphatemia in dialysis patients over 52 weeks. This study was a three-phase study that had several objectives. In terms of the primary objective, which is a 3-week comparison in patients who were on maintenance doses of PA21, they were randomized to either go on low dose, which was an ineffective dose, or to continue on their maintenance dose. And after 3 weeks, it was noted that the patients maintained on their maintenance dose had markedly better serum phosphates than those who were placed on the low dose, as the serum phosphate increased over the 3 weeks. In terms of the secondary endpoint, which was comparing non-inferiority to sevelamer, subjects were randomized to receive either PA21 starting at 2 pills a day versus sevelamer starting at 6 pills a day, and then the efficacy was looked at 12 weeks and safety at 24 weeks. And at the end of 12 weeks, there was no difference, or it was a non-inferior study in that sevelamer and PA21 had equivalent phosphate control. Of note, the patients taking the PA21 had an average only needed 3 pills a day, whereas the patients taking the sevelamer required about 8 pills a day. And finally, we looked at the long-term safety and efficacy of PA21 compared to sevelamer, which carried out for 1 year. And again, PA21 successfully controlled serum phosphate comparable to the levels seen with sevelamer. Again, of note is that the patients taking the PA21 still only required slightly more than 3 pills per day, where those taking the sevelamer required about 8 pills per day. I think one of the biggest clinical impacts of this study is that this PA21 iron compound was able to successfully control serum phosphate with very minimal side effects and with a very low pill burden, which would make great clinical utility in managing these patients. It's important to note that the patients taking the PA21 had minimal impact on their iron, as their T-sats increased over the first couple weeks very minimally and then remained stable throughout the 52 weeks of the study. Similarly, the serum ferritins only increased very little over the first couple weeks and again remained stable over the 52 weeks of the study. Hopefully, as this drug is developed, it will give us another important tool to control patients with hyperphosphatemia.